Hello and welcome to StarRupture. The new playtest has only just been launched and it is only going from the 3rd of December until the 8th of December. So if you want to give it a try, I recommend you to be fast. We're going to start a new game and let's just call it session 1 because I want to try and play a couple of the characters. Let's take the tutorial, as it's been a moment since the last playtest. In the last playtest, I believe the only character available was the scientist, so I will leave that for last. Let's just start at the front with the biologist.
What the...
Please don't move. I want to run a holistic scan. Commencing holistic scan. Life vitals normal. Prisoner B1690, welcome to the Argos program. Your adventure with the Playtest Corporation begins right now. Hello, I am Gal, your Galactic Assistance Liaison. The Claywood Corporation would like to apologize for any inconvenience you may have experienced. You can now exit the lander and begin your introductory training.
Hello. Training is a good sign. In the mines, they had us start working right away.
So there is something positive. What do we have here? Survival food. Let's grab this. And here, more survival food. And that's it. Okay. So these are regeneration chambers, meaning when you die, this is where you will wake up. We've got an item printer for basic things. And we've got access to the mainframe, the messaging system. Right. We were asked to get out of here.
Welcome to Arcadia 7 in the Raptura system. The goal of this training is to teach you to effectively acquire and produce goods for our clients. However, we'll begin with something simpler. Arcadia is often bombarded by meteorites, which are rich in resources. You have been equipped with a tool to acquire them. Use it to extract what's most valuable in the meteorite.
Okay, so tool choice, that's the mouse wheel that got it there. And we've got a meteorite here. Wolfram ore. Calcium is not an ore. Helium-3. More wolfram. And more helium. Okay, equip the building tool and choose base core. Now, how do we equip this again? Okay, so holding Q will holster the current tool, but... Right, so pressing B for building gets us to the building tool, and we've got the core. So the core has got a certain area that it covers, but it can be expanded later on. In the background there, you see these industrial symbols. That means there are resource nodes, same as here. And these are 2 different resource nodes. So, where did I place this last time? Doesn't matter. Let's just park it here.
Good work. You'll need building materials to build the rest of the base. You can create them with the printer in your lander, but gather the necessary components first. Use the harvester to extract them, just like you did with the meteorite.
Okay, so we've got more meteorite here, and we've got material on the ground. More calcium. Still not an ore, it's just a mineral. And particularly now in the early stages, what we need mostly is wolfram and titanium. But we are missing something here. Okay, gone. So don't chop this apart before you harvest. Star tiers.
I wonder what the catch is.
I have no idea what you mean.
You brought me here for this relatively peaceful job. You gave me the best possible equipment. It's nice and calm here, like it was on Earth when I was a kid. But I know the stories about Arcadia. I know that nearly everyone who was here before me had died. So I ask again, what's the catch?
The Claywood Corporation's latest technological advancements ensure maximum safety. History will not repeat itself.
Corporate bullcrap. You've changed. I remember you weren't always like this.
You have me confused with someone else. I am Gal, your galactic assistance liaison, and this is the first time we have met.
So who's right, who's wrong? Okay, so these hydrobulbs are important for, well, hydration. And that makes this a really good place to start out from, because there are plenty here. Harvest them, because they will regrow, so don't leave them there idling and wait until you actually need them. Not a good idea. So, we need to craft some material before we get any more stuff enabled. Okay, let's just do this then. $20 base building material. Which is this? 10 and
Everything's ready.
another 10.
Now, build the habitat that will protect your sleeve from Arcadia's dangers. Remember that your body is also a Claywood corporate investment, so it would be good to create a comfortable place for it.
I don't know what you're referring to. It's not dangerous at all, but create a habitat to shelter yourself from the dangers of the planet. Not that it is dangerous, of course. Okay, so build. Got the habitat here. And you see there, it automatically adjusts its height. And it also tends to snap against other buildings. I tend to build the habitat a little bit out. So we've got some symbols down here, right? Y for locking the Z level, vertical snap, left alt, or align to terrain. On the right hand side, hide with the mouse wheel, rotate R, and place the left mouse button. So let's elevate this a little. And chuck it here. Now, what else can we do? We can build an airlock, which is there, which we can't reach.
Now that you have your shelter, build a printer inside it. That way, you will always have it nearby, thus optimizing your work.
And that might be a little bit difficult, considering how high I built the building. But we'll see. We do not have any other thingies. How high can I jump? A little bit. Okay, so we can probably access it from the back. Nope, not from here. Maybe off this stone. Yes, we can. Good. Now, this is really not useful later on to have it without a ladder, because half the time you will be rushing into this thing, running for your life. Okay. That automatically aligns itself. All right.
Now build a corporate terminal. That will allow you to complete assignments for different companies, which will in turn give you access to new buildings.
Okay, are we getting anything from it? No, not immediately, so we need to read it. Training Corporation. We need an orbital launcher. Oh, that's what we built. And a solar generator for power and basic platforms, which is the staircase that I need here. So, claim this.
The reward was free, but you'll have to work for the next one. Send us some titanium.
How am I supposed to send what I've gathered back to Earth?
The same way you got here, but in reverse. Look up at the sky. Once you build an orbital cargo launcher, it will send supplies right through that rift. It will cover light years in seconds.
Okay, so there we go. How much building material do we have? Do I see this somewhere? I press build. Oh, we've got 50 left up here. All right. So we have got material for a maximum of 2 more. So the first thing we want to build here is a staircase. And we've got these parts down here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we should build into the ground then. Excellent. Now we can access it fast when things go belly up. What else did we have here? The orbital cargo launcher, and it needs 120. And we've got solar panels, which need 40. All right. So, let us gather some more material. You see here we've got the wolfram.
Interesting plant.
Indeed. And we've got some more helium. You are just rock, aren't you? Yeah. Some more titanium, thank you. So these rocks where we found the tears on, they are actually fractures of meteorite. And we get them after the rupture. And we can either harvest them, which however in the previous playtest didn't yield in much. So I found it more beneficial to just leave them as they are and simply harvest the plants. Okay. Let's just mine something here. That will allow us to build that launch platform and also energy. This is inside, this is power, and this is the orbital cargo launcher. So these I tend to put close to or next to the base core. Where was the vertical snap? There was left alt. There we go. So by pressing left alt, it will automatically lower, even though it means here it's not fully stable because it intersects with that rock. Okay. Let's put them here at the front. Transfer between buildings, connect them with their platforms. So once we build a power, we need to have a connection for these. And the power I will in this case build behind the core. And so it's automatically connected, but of course we will eventually also connect it to our house, our habitat. Okay, close. Build, we need power. And that's you, my friend. Again, we don't snap this one vertically, because otherwise it is troublesome with all these rocks there. Let's leave it at this elevation and build a ladder between, which we might do first. The shallow stairs. And can I not rotate this? Nope, I can't. Okay, then let's not do this first, but rather build the power supply first. So this one opens up to the right, yeah, which is fair enough. You see this by the hinge that you just see here, left of the center. Ah, but that rotated. Interesting. All right, fair enough. Have it your way. Okay, and now we just bridge it like this. And of course we will need more of these solar power generators. You see here, this is rotated. Now the hinge is at the back and it opens up in the same direction. Okay, good. More of these. All right. So select the commission. No, that's the OCL here. My bad. And does it actually matter which way it's oriented? Probably not. Okay, training. And here we want to send titanium. 5 of them. Can I do this myself? Yes, I could if I had some. So let's go and quickly mine some. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And
as soon
go.
as we get the package, your reputation will increase, which will unlock new schematics for you.
Okay, before we claim this, let me mine a little more, because we will obviously need material. And I would assume that the next elements that we will be granted the blueprints for.
Arrived. You've just proven you're useful, which means the corporation trusts you a little bit more.
Thank you, that's so
You've
kind.
acquired new schematics. Go ahead, claim your reward.
Wonderful. I believe the next schematics will be the automatic mining thingies here. But of course we will need some material to build them in the first place. Just in case we need some more building parts. Okay, 10 and 10. And now we wanted to claim something. Wonderful. So the ore excavator, the rail, which is power, and... No, I don't think it's power, but it is certainly the material transfer and the rail supports and rail connectors.
We've just unlocked new building schematics for you. Can you guess what they're for?
Let's not
No.
play these games. You'll tell me anyway.
Maybe at least give it a try. I'll be sad if you don't even try.
We have an excavating machine and some transport system for cargo. I guess it's to automate the excavation process.
Good answer. But please smile next time.
She's so mean. Well, naughty, I suppose, not mean. Okay, so we want an excavator on there and an excavator on there. So build. And we need 80 parts. So let's refine the material that I just harvested. And that's all done. Which means we've got enough for 2 harvesters, but not enough for the power, the transport rails. Right, we've got 162. Okay. So now let's rotate this thing so that the output is here. Every connected element can transfer power. Okay, so power flows within the rails. Connecting buildings using rails allows you to transfer the power and resources. There we go. Okay. Now let's just place the next one here. And yeah, have it face this direction. And then for rails. Yeah, so we need 10 and 5 respectively, or 1 for the rails themselves. Yes, but for the connectors, 10. So let's harvest some more. I'm going to get 10 again. Okay, thank you. With 10 we should be safe that we can build enough rails in order to transport all the way. 7, 8, 9, 10. So the next challenge, of course, will be power. Do we have enough power in order to, you know, power these machines as well? Building material. Go. Thank you. At this point in time, no, I will still try to be reasonably tidy. So let's build a connector here. Flip it up. So we can build a second titanium excavator there. And we will do something somewhat similar to this guy here. Okay. Now the pattern I will try to build this with is something that I've created a short after the first playthrough, which basically is a guide on how to stagger the various machinery that we will unlock in order to kind of have the tidiest material flow in the end. So this is you, and hook you up there, and this is you, and we'll hook you up there. Now we need power and not the escape key, not the build key. That's the one I wanted, just to have nothing in my hand. We want to know what we need to deliver next. It's also titanium, so for now all we need is connect the titanium to the orbital launcher. You go. I had a feeling this was the wrong way around. So it does matter, which means can we... Let's connect it.
Now that the raw materials are being extracted automatically, you'll have more time to build out your base.
I have a question. Why didn't you install all available building schematics for me from the start? That would speed up my work even more.
All of the machines made available to you during your mission are delicate and extremely expensive. They are also bound by NDAs and patents. None of the companies working with the claimed corporation have granted permission to give you everything right away. You need to prove you are worthy of using the more advanced equipment.
But I already signed the NDA.
This will be best explained by the words of Annika Fisher, the CEO of Future Health Solutions, one of our partners. Playing recording.
There's no way I'm giving those degenerates my patents. They don't care about the law or intellectual property. But if it becomes necessary and they actually deserve it, then so be it. Don't quote me on that.
That's so nice, isn't it? Degenerate. Okay, got another one. And more war from here. This thing that we see there, that's a listening point, and we can liberate it. Well, if we can, because we will be attacked once we try, and then it will reveal more of the map. For your first playthrough, it's definitely advisable to build your main industrial hub here. Why is that? Because...
Great work as usual. Now build the analyzer and research some local flora with it.
Because unless they've changed it, there won't be any base attacks here. Whereas the moment you move more into the better, more difficult areas, you will get base attacks. And that means you need to have defense systems. So take your time. We will, however, have to place certain excavators like over there. Again, just place the excavator and then rails all the way back and have all the manufacturing and everything here. Manufacturing and power. Alright, so let's see what else we obtain. Oh, the analyzer, right? Claim. Okay, so the next one is a smelter. And the analyzer we can build a house. Actually, let's build it alongside here as well. So, we could try a meteorite heart. Okay. We need it for upgrades as well, so... Yeah, we only get data... I say only. We do get data points for it, which are important for upgrades later on. But this is too good at the moment. So here, through the plants, we get 140
Once you
points.
research enough plants, send the data to our scientists and claim your reward. In the future, you will need to decide which corporations you want to share your research with. The data from Arcadia is so valuable that companies prefer to keep it to themselves and will appreciate it when you choose them. Once you research enough plants, send the data to our scientists and claim your reward. In the future, you will need to decide which corporations you want to share your research with. The data from Arcadia is so valuable that companies prefer to keep it to themselves.
Okay,
And
so
will appreciate
we
it
can
when
use
you
the
choose
data
them.
points to level up.
It's time for the final stage of introductory training. Raw materials aren't very useful to corporations, since they need to produce something with them anyway. Use the buildings you have available and automate the production of the more valuable items.
Why can't they process them themselves? They have factories across the entire solar system.
This will be best explained by a private conversation recorded between two executives at the Griffiths Military Corporation.
So you're telling me all of the tax laws only apply to the solar system?
Bro, the mining tax, the cosmic fees, deductions from extraterrestrial income, the cost of insuring sensitive cargo, legally none of that applies to us. They can't even hit us with tariffs. It's free money, man.
I don't know why I asked.
There you have it. Okay. So. What are you? Okay. Graphical glitch. Now, we are asked to build a smelter, and we'll put that smelter between these 2 points there. If we can, but we need 100. So, this guy back there hasn't actually done anything at all yet. You are probably full of it, so to speak. And yes, you are. Which also sometimes means you need to clear out this one after you've completed. Okay, now we need titanium bars. So let us... How much... no, I can't. Oh, can I actually see it? No, I can't. Let us see how many building parts we can craft. Oh, we got 23, okay. That should do. And I really need to find a way to turn this thing around. It's annoying me. Okay, build. This smelter. So the smelter has got an input here on the left-hand side and an output on the right. And we would want to... Yeah, I really need to find out how to delete stuff. Ah, pressing F will change it to a deconstructor. Excellent. Then let's hold the mouse button down. And we need to do the same with these things. Go. Go. And these two artifacts, they remain there. Oops. Okay. Now let's change this again. B. Rotate. So we've got the input on the front. Thank you. Then we want to build the smelter. And that is correct so far. Can I not lower this down to this level? Apparently not. Okay. Alright, then let's go one away and move it one up. I think this is it, isn't it? Not quite, actually. Never mind. Build the rail. That's you. From there to there. Then we move you, F, and we will move you, then B again to build. We'll move you here to the front, up, okay, because then I could, in theory, just place a second one facing the other way and put some platforms in between. Use this to feed it in there. And this to just go straight in here for now. Alright. Now we should... Oh, haha. No, we should not. We're out of power. So if we look here again, this thing requires, does it show us at all? Not, oh, it requires 5 power. We see it in the top right next to the image. So 5 power there. The launcher, 10 power, that's 15. And the excavator, also 5 power. So we're at 20. But that doesn't seem to be enough. Okay. Oh no, it might be enough. Sorry, my bad. Because we haven't actually told it what to do.
We're nearing the end of our training. Please answer the following questions. On a scale of 1 to 10, how anxious does being incinerated alive make you feel?
That's probably one of the worst possible ways to die. 9.
Understood. On a scale of 1 to 10, how afraid are you of arachnids about a meter in diameter?
These questions are starting to upset me.
There's no need. Questions never killed anyone.
She's so naughty. Level up. Claim. Ladders. Habitat modules. And platforms. Okay. Basic training is over, but it's only the beginning of your sentence. Yeah, thank you very much.
Great job. This is the end of your introductory training. But remember that Arcadia 7 is a dangerous place, and a person will spend their entire life, or lives rather, learning from it. Stay alert, gather information, and don't worry. I'm always by your side, watching your every move.
Is that a threat?
It's for your own safety. I will now remove the introductory training restrictions. Location barrier disabled. Sedative injector disconnected. Communications channel active. Awakening other crew members ready. The Claywood Corporation hopes you will have a wonderful adventure and quickly pay off your debt. Good luck.
Okay.
Hello?
Oh.
Can you hear me?
What was that?
Oh, don't worry. It's only E4101, one of your colleagues. You're connected via audio, even when they're not currently active.
When they're not active?
The human brain can't go on for too long without stimulation. When sleeves are sleeping in the regeneration chamber, they get a constant audio and video feed of everything you do. They can also communicate with you. You'll also get this opportunity.
Everything I do?
Relax. You have nothing to be ashamed of.
Fantastic. I love the dialogues. Okay, so now we can send Wolfram bars in order to get the regeneration chamber. That's the same chamber we've got in the lander, only that we can build it here. That's with future health. Then we've got Selenia, the fabricator. That might actually be quite useful. And they want titanium bars, and we are already set up for it. So that's fine. We can get a pistol to defend ourselves, and they want titanium bars as well, so we should take it as well. There's the recipe station and Wolfram bars, so we can run several simultaneously. And there's personal storage, and they want Wolfram bars. Okay, so I think I need to choose, or do I not? No, I don't. Not here. So what we want to do is our building tool and press F to remove this line and build this to there. Okay, now we go here and we choose.
I should eat
This is
something.
Wolfram. This is Selenium. So let's do this, and here we just choose the first one as well. So they can get busy while I get some food. Since we researched away all our food earlier on, we shall find some new. And there is some. Well, which is beside the fact that we've got these rations, but the rations are actually quite good, so for as long as we don't need to use them,
Good stuff.
let's not. So tab again in order to get into our inventory
Better
and
now.
use. We've got 41 nourishment, 52, and 63. Might as well drink something while we're at it. 65 and 18. Okay.
Interesting plant.
More helium. More calcium. Oh no, that's titanium, isn't it? No, it's calcium. So with us heading in this direction, you see there are more of the hydration bubbles. But you see these jumpy thingies there. There are also the first monsters that we will encounter if we get too close. However, I believe there is merit in getting close, because somewhere there, either in this crevice there or in the cave, there is something that is somewhat rare. And we can use a pistol to kill opponents, but we can also use the mining laser, if I'm not mistaken. There is one way to find out, isn't there? Uh-oh. Creepy spiders. Okay, so the music indicates we've got a friend who's interested in talking to us. And there they are. Yeah. Remember that this thing runs hot after a while, so don't just fire without
What was that?
having a
I
chance to
never
hit
heard
something.
of a species like that.
They're vermin,
Yeah.
the main threat on this planet.
What do you mean, main?
Most of the people that arrived on Arcadia 7 were eliminated by these creatures. Natural disasters you can prepare for, but vermin are a bit more unpredictable.
Another nightmare no one told us about. What were those creatures? Their behavior was similar to several species, but classifying them at first glance seems impossible based on the taxonomies I know. Why didn't we get any information on them?
The IRO imposed a TS9 top-secret clause on their existence. They made very sure no one ever found out about them. Aside from high-ranking officials, only people sent directly to the planet have ever learned of their existence.
Claywood was here. You should have told us. You knew.
So, these are new. And here we've got a dead body. And it's got some stuff that is very new to us, including war bonds. Okay, I have to take it all. I've never seen these little spider thingies floating around when you hover over it. So I believe it's new, but maybe I was just oblivious to them. So here we've got calcium, I believe. Yes, it's calcium. And we can either put excavation on here or down there. I'm honestly not sure which one is better, because both of them have got critters around, as you saw. So every now and again you might have to hustle in order to clear the area. So then it is sometimes worth it getting your feet wet, because there may, in some cases, also be some dead bodies underwater.
Interesting plant.
And if not dead bodies,
Come here.
then it might be crates, like the one we see there.
We must fight.
Uh-oh. Yeah, so there we see the black one. These are a bit different category, and I believe they can actually block your attacks by, yeah, you see, pulling their mandibles together for a while. So, how did we do this? Why can't I activate this thing? Oh, maybe here. Damage logic board, okay. SSU. It is. Okay, so it was just the trigger was a bit off from where I thought it was. More Wolfram, but most importantly, let's get another asteroid core. Here is some titanium. Hello? There we go. Okay. Ah, meteorite, not asteroid, of course. So you noticed more critters the farther away we get from our first habitat, or the starting area. And this thing there, yeah, we'll take our time a little more before we head out there. So let's just
Good stuff.
get our water supply
Come here.
and some more food. This looks like a beautiful place for a base, and it is, but you will get harassed. So if you build here, you need a defense system, or be there yourself in order to defend regularly. And another meteor heart. Is this something we could harvest? No, it was not. Here we need to be careful because there are critters up there. And up there, and there is a cave. Ah. We've caught somebody's attention. Oh, yeah, there. Oh, these are spitting poison, so... Ouch. It's not the healthiest place to be. Hey. Luckily, they do die relatively easily. Who is still around? Oh, there. But they are jumping all over the place. Whoa, and there are plenty of them. I think it's time to withdraw from here. We can't kill them fast enough to make this a somewhat safe
Interesting plant.
endeavor. Oh. Oi. Ow. Okay. You see the range of these guys. It's just wicked. And we are down to 10 armor, so I think a tactical withdrawal is in order. Okay, armor has recharged. Is this guy still following us? Yes, he is. And he's not alone. Come on, be gone. Whew. And this is something we can collect. Yay, we leveled up. Under great pain. Actually, now that we killed so many of them, I wonder how many there are left. Titanium. Calcium. Oops. And more food.
Good stuff.
Right? It's helium, it's titanium. Okay, I can't see any more of the critters right now. Oh, speaking of that devil. Ah! It's bad timing. So you can see we need to get close to them.
It was self-defense.
It was certainly. Absolutely. Oh. Come on. Hit him.
Killed.
Where's the next? There.
It's dead.
And that one too. Okay, there seems to be another one around somewhere. Not that I can currently see it. These things we can research if I'm not mistaken. And that of course is good. Gives us points to upgrade. Collecting helium early on is reasonably important. You don't immediately need it, but you can't automate production anytime soon. And I think the best and closest helium production facility is on the other side there.
Enemy spotted.
Indeed.
It was self-defense.
Totally was. It would be nice to be able to interrupt the recharge process. Because once you're stuck in this animation, you can basically only run, not do anything else. Okay, good. Let's go back and see how we're faring with our contract. So, that's level 2, that's level 2, that's level 1. No. Yes, so let's choose you here, so you can continue straight away. And you too. And yes, material is coming. Excellent. Okay. Now, unlock. Here we get the regen chamber. Wonderful. And here we get the fabricator. So the fabricator is then the next level of installation that we put after the smelter. So currently we've got these two running, and then there is Clever Robotics, or is it now? This will be very useful. And so will be the storage depot. the storage depot is useful for particularly material that you transport over longer distances. So, like I said, with the calcium, if we, for example, get it from down there, before I feed it into my circuit, I would put down a resource depot so that basically when we stop using it, the depot will fill up, and when we start using it, it will grab it from the depot rather than waiting for the material to come all the way from down there. But in having said that, I also used to place depots in between the several rows of fabrication, so that basically, like the titanium or wolfram bars, they would go into a depot before they would go either now to the orbital launcher or then into a fabricator, for example. Having said that, what's the next wish on their list? Yeah, they want wolfram wire and wolfram bars. So we need to divide this up. And these guys, titanium rods and titanium bars. Okay, so what do we have by way of material? Actually, we've got plenty.
E4101. You look like you're a magnet for trouble.
I won't pretend I'm a saint. I've helped smuggle this and that in my time for those in need.
People like you don't understand order. You just cause more problems for everyone else.
And you always followed orders and ended up in the exact same place as I did. I'd rather not follow anyone and be free.
You know nothing about me.
Very nice. Okay, so how are we doing for power at the moment? We are using 40 and we've got 40 in the grid, so we naturally need to
I should eat
expand.
something.
Yeah, it's still okay. But
That's what
fair
I
enough.
needed.
Let's eat this stuff and drink some while we're at it. 55 hydration, yeah, might as well consume you, so we free up the slots. Okay, build. Power, solar generator. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I've got 40 more power. If we now go to the industrial side, these need 10 power. Top right corner. So if we look at this thing, then for one, we want to turn it this way around. And as mentioned, I would want to place... Yeah, I really didn't do a good job with placement of the core. Not to worry, we can just fudge around with it. So let's place this guy here. That way we can... No. Transport. We can take this rail and feed it in there. And you see the fabricator has got 2 connectors, so you can actually feed 2 different materials or products in there. Okay. Now, while we are at it, and even though we don't need it just yet, I've got the material, so let me just set up this stuff already without connecting it. Yeah. No. Let's have it exit there. Then we want to build another smelter. Titanium is something that you will always fall short of. So in the previous demo, I noticed that 2 excavators and 2 smelters will be fine, whereas for Wolfram you only need 1. Okay, is this same elevation? Yes, it does look like it. Let us connect these guys already. There you go. And that's all we do for now. We could place another 1 or 2, probably 2 of these, of the orbitals. Okay, pressing Z to copy the thing, and no, that was correct actually. Right, that's 1, and that's 2. And they both have got, yes, okay, good. Now, we might as well build a couple more of these guys too. Make it 4.
I
Okay.
don't get it, Sam. What's so interesting in beetles or flowers?
They're part of the world we live in and are inextricably connected to it. We wouldn't exist without beetles or flowers.
We wouldn't exist without fundamental forces. Beetles and flowers can be easily replaced with automated systems. You can't replace electromagnetism.
You'd really want to live in a world without plants?
I wouldn't mind it.
I sense a certain difference of opinion. Okay, so let's have a look at this guy here. No, at this guy there. Can get up. I can't just yet. Give us a ladder, please. It's good enough. So, here we could craft the iron rods. And we need the titanium bars to it. Which of course we could get either from, well, from here or from there. Now, yeah, that's a tricky part. You see that everything is going in here and nothing is going to the delivery. So, we need to... Actually, we need to delete this connector. Yeah, you can send this in the other direction again, please. And then we build the connector, please, from here to there. Because now, yeah, now I need to tell this thing what to do. You want to craft titanium bars. Okay. Oh, okay. There might be a different reason to this, because it may have delivered all the stock we need here already. Yeah, we had... no, actually it's not. So it's at 101 of 200, so there should be more material coming. And this may have just interrupted, because... So, you there. Press F. Delete this. Oh no, this thing is blocking it. Okay, fair enough. Have it your way. Build another rail connector. Not there, but here, thank you. There. And off we go. And give us a rail, please. Goes in there. And you. Oopsie. It's colliding. You're colliding with this building. So it would appear. Okay, then we need to change this and move this thing out. Okay, build and build it here. Yeah, it's a bit more wiggly to go from there to there, but it'll be fine. And now we can go there. Good. So, clearly we've got enough wolfram in here, do we not? Yeah, it's just processing the rest. Which then means...
So, you were a soldier?
That's right.
Then I have a question. How can you sleep knowing everything you had to do in the name of the IRO?
I don't sleep too well. But
So even after your sentencing, you're still on their side?
no,
Prepare yourselves for
I'm
a
on
raid.
our side. All of us. The side of peace.
We are not going to be friends.
Oh, that's so sad. Okay, what we can do is build another habitat. Can I? Because there's going to be a wave. And it looks pretty awesome. Let's get in here pronto. Oh, we need the hallway. Ah! Come on, give me... I don't have enough? You've got to be kidding me. Give me, give me, give me. Can I have...
I think I can use this.
Absolutely. And I need more. But from this. Come on. Don't have time. Thank you. Hurry. Wave warning. There it is. Come on. Give me building material. 100. Thank you. Build. Horizontal connector. There we go. In 3, 2,
Rupture's
1,
eruption has started.
go.
Prepare for impact.
So, as you can see, you really want to be inside when this happens.
Extreme temperature detected.
So after this rupture, once it all cools off a little, you see here our airlock door, hold E to lower the temperature. Then we can use it. And you see here, if we step on the staircases, our shield will take a bit of a beating. But we shouldn't step out now anyway, while it's still all red and glowing. Now, the longer your
Planetary
cable...
temperature returning to normal.
the longer your cables are, the longer they take to cool off. And that means your whole... Whoopsie. You see our shield went down from 50 to 35 in an instant. Our machinery also stops working for that time. We can upgrade our core, and that will actually provide more cooling to our machinery. All right. So it is safe again. Not much to see in the dust, but there are some materials that you would want to farm right now because they are only available then. Do we see anywhere? Not yet. Oh yes, there. You see these little fiery rocks. Now once these are dry, they are the ones that have got these star tiers on them. While they are hot, you can mine them.
What is this?
This is ignitium, a cosmic mineral that's good at storing heat, but also releases it quickly. It can help you cool your base. But hurry, if not controlled, it sublimates rapidly.
So, in the previous beta, all it was good for was basically for researching. Let's head back to the base and see if there is anything we can do with it. But before we go in, I will create a secondary entrance from the other side, because it will happen soon enough that we'll come in hot running for our life from the wave. Okay. So if we look at these ignium, raw material used in analyzing station, so it gives us basically research points. We chuck it in here. 280. Now we know more. So by leveling up, we are level 5 here, we need to have level 10. We can also improve our survivability with certain items that we will find. But yeah, it will take a bit more to get there. Right, movement, running around, jumping around, combat, fighting stuff of course, and survival is picking plants and I think eating, drinking as well. So we've got 46 at the moment. If we your calcium. What am I looking for? Oh, you. If we eat something, does this do anything?
No.
48. Eat some more. 50. So even through eating and drinking on a regular basis, we will actually gain points. Drink something. It's 52, so 2 points per interaction there. All right, and with that said, done, and experienced, we have come to the end of our first episode. I will play it a bit longer and see how the biologist actually manifests himself before we do a restart with, say, the engineer, for example. I hope you enjoyed this short intro into StarRupture, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you all again next time. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.